Hey y'all, I guess this is turning into a series because I should have just went live and just made this an hour. But I have something very, 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 very important to say. I have a lot of stuff important to say, but I'm going to be having these little talks with y'all more frequently because a lot of people don't really know who I am. They just know that I be selling stuff and trying to promote stuff and things like that. But I do have a seriousness about myself, and I pride myself for getting into healthcare at a young age like I did and was able to take care of me and my family the way I was. Between me and my husband, we were able to take care of our family. But anywho, I wanted to come back on here a second time today just to let y'all know, look, representation matters. That's why in my first video, I guess, like I said, I'm going to just turn this into a series, y'all. My first video, I said, people of color, come to the front. Come to the front. What I mean by that is, like, what's going on now? In my healthcare facility, and not just my healthcare facility, it's a lot of that going on across the board of this country. Representation matters, especially in healthcare. Fellas, ladies, if you want to get into healthcare and you are a person of color, get into it now. Because as we have all heard these horrible stories of women coming into the clinic, to the doctor's office, and they've been complaining about whatever, and those complaints go ignored because they believe it. Whoever taught them this, I think it's in the curriculum in nursing or in as the medical profession, that the pain tolerance in black and brown people are higher, so they don't do nothing as quickly for us as any other race. And I just think that's the most dumb thing I've ever heard. A lot of sisters die giving birth. That is a fact. I don't have the numbers because I'm just, a lot of this stuff is coming from off the dome. A lot of this stuff is coming from stuff I done read, stuff I done heard, I done seen on the news, I done saw a documentary, whatever. A lot of the stuff that I am coming to y'all with any type of facts are coming from that. So I will, anytime I say something from now here on out, I will start saying, hey, this according to blah, 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 blah. Just so that y'all won't, if you don't believe me, look this stuff up. This is all facts. When you see one of us in the health field, you feel more comfortable with that person. Ladies, men, get in the health care profession. We need more of us in there. When my daughter was having her baby, and on the labor and delivery, there wasn't none of us. And I live in Chicago, but I live outside of Chicago now. But there was none of us in the labor delivery. And I know there are a lot of labor delivery nurses. I know there are a lot of black and Latino nurses in this country, but that's not a whole lot. That's not a whole lot. So if you're a nurse, you some kind of healthcare profession, leave a comment below and say, hey, here I am. Leave a comment below, say, here I am. And this goes to my teachers. And I have 3 teachers that I know, they all fam, that I know personally, but that's a small margin as well. That's a small margin. Y'all, If you want to get into these professions, we need to see some of y'all representation matter. I had reposted a post about something a woman said that when you see a black or Latino teacher, and by the time you're in the 3rd grade, your rate of graduating from college is high. Because representation matter. How many times we've seen those videos of people cutting off people's locks because they say they can't wrestle or whatever, cutting off their hair or whatever, or telling them that's not, you can't wear that, you can't dress like that, you can't act like that. But I remember when my kids were in school, and when they was in school, and they say their shorts got to be hand to their knees or whatever. And the other girls, when those girls come in there, you can see butt cheeks. So there was a whole big old debate about that, but they let them slide. But the girls, and as you all know, we come in all shapes and sizes, all shades. And not all of us are blessed with all those curves. So when we see us in these professions, that is why I'm passionate about talking about these, having these videos, because we matter. Representation matter. It matters. I would love to see a bunch of sisters and brothers in education. My favorite teacher, those of you who went to school with me are watching this video, my favorite teacher was Mr. Craig, 7th, 8th grade teacher. He flip-flopped. He went from, he became my 7th teacher to my 8th grade teacher. And I loved him dearly. We all did. We all loved him. He was so cool. He was so laid back, so smooth. But he got in our butts when we needed to get in our butts. But we learned something. I know there was a lot of takeaway I got from that. And those of y'all who went to school with me, shout out to Mr. Craig. I know he's no longer with us, but hey, representation matter. Young people, get into these fields of profession, because we need to see y'all. When I get older, I need my nurse, my doctor to be us. So I'm going to go. I know I went on a rant, but I just might have to start making a series or something of all of this stuff. I am really talking to the young folks. Y'all really need to step up, because we need y'all. Okay? Bye for now.